Hey everyone, thank you for joining us on this month's version of Let's Get Savvy. I am Vince Woliano. I'm joined by Meredith Campbell. Again, thank you all for joining us for these sessions that are once a month. Again, it's the second Wednesday at 10 o'clock every month. Just a short session to give people as much information about the market as possible, try to help some people out, answer questions that you may have. Feel free to shoot those questions to us on Instagram at any time, or contact us, DM us, whatever works. So let's start with some news this week. Today, actually, we are going to get an announcement from the Bank of Canada, see where the rates are. I don't know what's going to happen. It may likely just stay the same as it is. The market's been pretty active. I don't foresee any changes, but I guess we'll have to wait and see on that. But the big news this week was the eclipse, and I know that was a huge event, especially in the Niagara area, Hamilton, Stony Creek, everywhere over here. Meredith, how was your experience with the eclipse this week?
It was great. I was with family. I was actually out of the country, so it was a different experience, but it was so fascinating to me, and I think that's really cool that that's in our history. And we got to see that in Hamilton too. It was 90%, right?
I think it was 100. That for a once in a lifetime event. It was very cool for us to be able to see that, and it was nice to see a bunch of families getting together and watching something that wasn't a disaster or something. I was driving down Ridge Road, Stony Creek Mountain there, and just to see the amount of cars piled up on the side of the street to watch the eclipse, it was very cool. I made it down to the house to watch it with my wife and kids, and they were so excited about it. They thought their eyes were going to burn out. They had glasses. It was pretty cool.
That was looking really cool.
Yeah, so I guess the next one's 120 years from now. So
I know, that's crazy.
We won't see it again.
Yeah, so I hope everyone enjoyed that.
Yeah. Okay, let's give a quick little market update. Just going over some of the numbers that were announced for last month. Hamilton average price, $870,000. Burlington average price, $1,180,000. And you know what? I've been helping some people in the Burlington area recently try to find a place, and everything is selling. Everything's listed for $999, selling for $1,100,000, $1,200,000. It is a crazy market right now. Haldimand, $617,000, and Niagara holding steady at $872,000. That's good job. That's Brian's neck of the woods in that Niagara area.
Go Brian! Woo!
Let's talk about. We have a couple questions that came in. One is from Caroline on Instagram, and Caroline asked if it is better to sell your house and then look for a new one, or to look and then make a conditional offer. If you find the home you like, then list your home. I'm going to start with this one. I think that in this market right now, it is competitive. It's the spring market. Everybody's looking. I would recommend listing your home first, because when there is competition, it's a little more difficult to go in with the condition of sale. We're not seeing many, 48-hour escape clauses or condition of sale on places right now. When you sell your house first, or you list it first, and you have an idea of what the interest is like, and you can sell it, you can go into an offer more confident, knowing what your budget is, because you've already sold your place. You know what kind of closing date you're going to have, and you don't have to worry about the house that you find and you love being scooped away from you because you haven't sold your place yet.
Right, 100%.
Okay, so I personally, in this type of a market, I would recommend, list your place first and then make your offer after. And they could be done almost around the same time, so that you're not, I know some people feel like they're going to be homeless if they sell their house first and they won't be able to find anything, but we got the people on our team to help you find the right place.
Absolutely.
We have another question here. Okay, Meredith, I'm going to pass this one to you.
Yeah.
Can you tell me some quick fixes for the spring to get my home ready for sale and be most saleable?
Absolutely. Curb appeal is so huge, guys. I've heard in 7 seconds, someone knows if your home was right for them. So that's even before they've stepped in the door. That's why it's so important to make sure the front of your home has beautiful curb appeal, and attracts attention to those buyers. So my top tips I would say would be number one, front door. I think so many people obsess over front doors. It's such a low budget fix, but it goes a long way. So fresh paint or just a new door. Changing the lighting in your home, changing the light bulbs is a great way to get attention, brighten up your home, and just accentuate the things that stand out most about that beautiful home of yours. So the next thing I would say would probably be landscaping. You can do this with your family. This doesn't need to be someone that you use. If you do, I have Shamrock Landscaping is fantastic, but just grab your family for 1 hour. Try to clean up your lawn, twigs and things, and you'd be so surprised in 1 hour what you can do. And that really, really attracts buyers, and a nice front space that's clean is crucial. So those would be my top tips.
Excellent, thank you. Actually, you know what? Funny that you said the front door. Our listing at Quigley Road right now, first thing people say is, "Oh, that front door is beautiful." It's a nice painted door.
Just like uplands too, the curved door. Like people love front doors. So
I love it. Okay, another question, and this one's been a little bit of a popular question recently. Can you tell us about buying a house that has a renter in it? Yes, I definitely can. When you are with your agent, whether it's us or someone else, if you are looking at a house that has a tenant in the house, a lot of the times, remember, the tenant doesn't live there, right? They usually don't. I mean, not every tenant will take care of a house exactly the same way that someone that owns the house would. So sometimes it is noticeable when there's a tenant in there. When you are purchasing a home that has a tenant, we like to advise our clients that although there are some hurdles to get over, as long as we are helping the client mitigate the risk with proper conditions and clauses in the offer, it is not always as scary as it seems to be. Okay, and even with whoever your agent is, obviously we would love to work with you, but when you are purchasing a home or putting an offer, ensure that if there is a tenant in there and you do not want that tenant in there when you're going to move in there, that you are putting something in there for vacant possession.
Yes.
Okay? Which gives you the ability to either cancel, push back the closing, or assume the tenant, depending on what your situation is. Again, that is something that we like to advise our clients about, but there's a lot of places, I mean, when people were buying stuff in 2021, 2022, they're buying investment properties, they're putting these renters in. Right now, maybe their rent isn't paying enough to pay their mortgage because interest rates have gone up, so now they're starting to sell them. So we're seeing a ton of places with tenants in it. Yeah. I'm sure you've seen some recently.
Absolutely, a ton, and that's a huge question. Is like, what happens if there's a tenant in the home? Yeah, for sure.
And so yes, as long as as a buyer, as long as your purchase is strong and you have the right conditions in it, there shouldn't be any need to get worried. Are there, situations that come up? Of course, but make sure you're prepared to go in properly. Yeah. Okay, those are our questions for today. What I would like to just leave you guys with is we do have a couple of great listings right now. Speaking of the eclipse, I don't know that there would have been a better view of the eclipse than from our balcony at our new listing at 125 Shoreview. You get beautiful lake view. That is a new listing for only $529,900. Incredible condo right on the lake. We also have 350 Quigley, unit 426. Beautiful 2-story condo. We have a new listing, 77 Leland, unit 304. We have an open house there this weekend from 2 to 4 on Sunday. And that is student housing right beside McMaster. It's
great opportunity.
Fantastic space. And then we also have our listing on Uplands, 29 Uplands. Fantastic place, West Hamilton, or Westdale area as well. Meredith, is there anything you'd like to finish up with, or?
Yeah, did we say Quigley? Sunday 2 to 4?
Sunday 2 to 4.
Open house,
Quigley,
yes. So we've got, Brian and I will be hosting an open house on Sunday 2 to 4, so we're very excited for that and looking forward to showing you guys this beautiful space, and I'm very excited.
Perfect. So again, thank you everybody for joining us today. We like to keep these short and sweet and informative. Again, send any questions you have anytime, and join us on the next live session where I think we're going to have a guest speaker with us that day. It is going to be next month, the second Wednesday in, and also we'll be around our communities in the next week and a half or so, dropping off a couple of little gifts for our neighborhood, especially for the spring right now. So again, thank you very much, Meredith. Thank you for joining me today, and have a great day.
Have a great day. Woo!